I know a lot of people seen this title and clicked on it for one reason and one reason only. Sparking Zero, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. And a lot of y'all probably clicked on it to figure out why you should care about Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. And if you don't know, if some of y'all are youngins, some of y'all just was born in the 2000s and y'all not hip, the return of Tenkaichi, y'all, that's one of the biggest reasons to be excited, to be hyped. It has been since like 2007 since Tenkaichi 3 came out, and that was around like October-ish. It's been about 17 years, like 17 years since we got the last Tenkaichi. I know for me, I got to watch my brothers go crazy with Tenkaichi. I mean, the disputes, the sibling disputes, the argument was all settled over Tenkaichi. And just being a younger, being able to see how fire Dragon Ball Z was between two of your older siblings really going at it, I thought that was pretty fire. Now, I didn't really get to, fight them because I was the younger brother where they was like, look, just give him a controller that's unplugged and he can act like he playing. So that's what they did with me. But once I got older and they got out the house, I got my own time on Tenkaichi. I would grab the PlayStation, the controllers. I would even grab my own TV and go to my friend's house down the street. I would go to somebody's, they basement, they backyards, wherever we can find a plug to play the game. Tenkaichi was that fire. The tournaments, the fights, the disputes, the what ifs, everything from 2007 was so fire and so just like simple, man. You feel me? Just take it back there. Take it back there and really think about your favorite moments from Tenkaichi. And a lot of people didn't believe that the game was going to come out. A lot of people didn't believe, or not even didn't believe, didn't want the game to come out because they seen what happened with the storms. They seen what happened with, I don't know why they say Xenoverse. Xenoverse is actually doing pretty good, but they tired of seeing the same games come out and not the Tenkaichis, not the old school games. Well, I wanted to be here because it's fire. Why not? You feel me? Dragon Ball Z is one of the best IPs that we've gotten for a while, since what, the 90s, 80s? I don't know. Either way, it still has been one of the highest selling for the longest. So why not have that here? Everybody can relate. The hood people can relate. The nerds can relate. The parents can relate. The dude down the street you don't really talk to can relate. So let's find that common denominator, which is Sparking Zero, and have some fun, man. Let's spread some good energy, toxic energy too, if somebody getting cooked, and just have fun with it. And another reason is literally honoring Akira Toriyama's legacy. Like, this game feels like a celebration of life, if you want to be honest. We got characters ranging from all time periods in the game. From the supers, the Z's, we GTs, like we got over 100+ characters in this game. I can't believe we are actually getting all these characters in this game in 2024. Like, y'all gotta sit here and think about that. We have better graphics, we got better systems, we got better like tech all around. So I know this game is literally gonna be like a love letter, and it's coming out the same day as Dragon Ball Diamond. So if that's not telling you, that we're doing a love letter, that we're doing our best for Toriyama, I don't really know what is. I really don't know what is. But I'm super happy to be able to play this game, because for me, if y'all can't see, Dragon Ball is like one of the key things for me anyway. Like, my name is KDotDaGawd, so it comes from like the Greek gods. It comes from when Dragon Ball Z, when they was turned to Super Saiyan gods. It has a combination of a bunch of different reasons why I call myself KDotDaGawd, but like it all means something to me. All had like an impact on me growing up. So that's another reason why I'm so excited to get Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Why? Another reason why some of y'all should too. If y'all, part of the God Squad, y'all want to cop Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. And I know a lot of y'all even seen my last video, the Dragon Ball GT reaction. For me, growing up, I know a lot of y'all probably like, GT sucks, GT was trash, GT story was ass. Let's be real, Dragon Ball Z story was ass. It just made a lot more sense plot wise, and the fights was gas, and it's nostalgic. But let's not act like the story is 10 out of 10 either. But the trailer really means a lot to me, and that's simply because growing up, I didn't grow up watching all of Dragon Ball Z in one sitting. I didn't watch Dragon Ball Z fully until I got older and I could really understand it. But when I was growing up, guess what we was watching? GT. GT for me was so fire. I don't know. It was just seeing Kid Goku, and I'm a kid, seeing how strong he was, seeing Super Saiyan 3, seeing the baby arc, seeing Vegeta finally get some shine, even though he was baby and Super Saiyan 4. And don't even get me on Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, one of the best fusions, one of the coldest fusions to ever grace our screens, our gaming screens, our TV screens, all the above. But like, I grew up watching DT. I grew up watching that over Dragon Ball Z, and that's just because that's what was shown at the time. For me, GT would come on more than Dragon Ball Z would. So I would be always locked in. I liked the story. I thought it was funny. I thought it was cool. But mind you, I was a kid, so it doesn't take too much to to really get me excited. You get some action, you give me Goku, you give me some new plots and some villains. Oh, I'm sold, especially after I'm already playing the games. Why not? But I know I was super excited. I was super hyped. I grabbed my figures and everything. But it just made me feel like a kid again, if that makes any sense. It made me feel so happy to see something that came from my childhood really back, and I'm an adult and I can really appreciate it. I can buy it for myself. I can share it with my community. I can share it with my friends. It just felt good. I don't know. It just felt good. And that's why, like, I feel like everybody should care about Sparking Zero. This game is going to make you feel those childhood feelings again. It's going to invoke something positive in you. It's going to give you some good energy to either A, beat up on some people, or B, really do what I just said. But overall, Sparking Zero is still a love letter to Toriyama. It's a love letter to the fans. It's a love letter to the Dragon Ball Z community as a whole. So you should cop it, you should care about it, and you should be playing it day one. If you're not, I don't know where. But y'all can catch me playing it day one and hosting a day one tournament at twitch.tv/KDotDaGawd. I'm gonna be on TikTok, YouTube, everywhere streaming it too. So make sure y'all pull up and show love. But this is why I care about Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, man.